All right, gang. In this video, I'm going to break down how I'm using Claude Design and Claude Code to quickly map out products because a wise person once said that all people are visual learners. I haven't met a single person that is not a visual learner. Completely agree. So let me dive into this. First, we're going to do our revenue check. Currently at 978 US today, spent about 13.59 Canadian. So overall, we're just wanting this campaign to break even. Pretty happy with this. We deployed about 105 creatives and a new landing page variation, all with Claude, which I'll be diving into how to do in the future here. But right now, I just want to dive into my process. So we're currently, for my productized coach business, building an app where I want people to go step by step through a process. And I think the old way of doing this was you had to kind of go over to Claude Code here and say, hey, Claude, this is an example. And I was trying to strong arm this. I'm going to basically do this a little better. I was showing curriculums, and then I was like, nah, let's just do this with Claude Design. So what I basically do is a lot of people are visual people, right? And so when we come down to the idea of building something, it's really hard to just go to Claude and say, build this thing, because then it turns out you don't like the look of it. And you're like, oh gosh, that's not really that good. So what I like to do instead is start with Claude Design and go through here to this process or upload a code base. And then if you have something working, and then map it out visually here to get a look of, oh, I really like the look as an example for our phases, because we're going to bring all of our clients through sprints. And this thing's going to be really cool because you're going to be able to connect your own Claude account and all that and generate all your copy and everything. It's going to be sweet. Anyway, so I really liked the look of this one, right? And I went over to the current app, which is just not here, and it looks like this. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just make this better. And so what I like is that I can literally just start in design. And if I wanted to do something better, this is the nice thing, is that I really just treat Claude like this stuff is just not rocket science. And what I like to do is just say, you know what? I just want this to be a little bit better. And so reading this as an example, I'm like, hey, you made me 4 of these. Which ones do you like the most? And if you actually zoom in, funny enough, it'll tell you this is the recommended one. And hey, by the way, also was an interesting idea is it said, oh, you know what I'd actually do, use 4 and keep 3, which is this one right here. I believe this track one as a secondary view. So if somebody wants to come in and see this, which I love, it's, oh yeah, this is sweet. So I'm definitely going to do that. Right. And then how can I send this to Claude Code? The cleanest way I can package only the phase timelines. Okay, great. Let's do that. Let's just answer these questions quick. And then I can package this over because I was going to talk to Claude and say, this is terrible. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm literally just coming in here. I'm answering these questions. Can lessons be done out of order within a phase? Let's keep things in order because it's important. Does submitting require or can Zach auto-publish the artifact? On question number 2, I'm not really sure. This is like self-contained. They're doing it themselves. I don't need to review what they're doing. Where does the streak live on the lesson page itself? I kind of like the work is the point, not the game. I kind of like the gamification. I think the gamification is good. But yeah, I like more subtle. Let's just start subtle. We can change it later. For multi-output days, Rainmaker Hook headline, is that one lesson with 3 exercises or 3? It's a day-by-day exercise for 14 days. So we need to probably make sure that's structured properly. That's all going to just be inside one phase though, right? So each of these, the way this is kind of structured is each of these sprints is like a phase, it is its own thing. So as an example, there's a sprint to launch your productized offer. There's a sprint to then launch your overnight offer with ads. And then there's another sprint to launch your micro offer. Let me know if that makes sense or you got more questions. And so again, this is the way I do it, guys. I just kind of go back and forth here with Claude Design. It's really simple because once you get the hang and you can kind of see what I'm doing here, that there's not really, I'm not trying to like find a prompt. I'm not trying to do anything. I just love turning on WhisperFlow or your favorite dictation tool, ranting into my freaking computer here and coming up with this stuff because I am not going to be trying to prompt engineer the heck out of this when the models are getting so good, right? And so what I'll basically do is let's just say if I wanted to, I'm going to get Claude to basically create me a little brief, a build out here. So got it. That makes sense. It's a container of one feature. She returns to a higher level. Choose your next sprint. Yeah, exactly like that. Yep. Good enough. Because this is self-contained, right? On the multi, it might take 1 lesson 1 day. Yes. Dig. Yeah, that sounds. Do it. No, I like, ooh, that's a good question. What do you think? I kind of like the idea of Zach stays pinned on page in the screen. I think that makes more sense. Hello, how you doing? Oh, thank you, sweetie. Appreciate you. Love you. My daughter rolling in. But I love doing this. Get to be at home, build software, work with great people, and have a lot of fun doing this. So anyway, I'm gonna end this, but basically what I'm gonna show you is just if I wanted to, let's just say like the really fast way to do this is if I was really impatient here and I just wanted to pull this up, I could literally full screen this puppy or I could literally just download the entire design file and go over to Claude Code and say, hey, Claude, make this for me, right? And it'll be like, got it. And honestly, what I find over and over again is that even though I started with something similar to this, the one Claude Code gave me you'll see, it doesn't really look exactly like this. So what I'm basically doing is having to go back and forth to actually get it really dialed in. Maybe. I hope you had a good night. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'll catch you tomorrow. We're going to keep these going day by day. I'm just going to keep posting what our revenue is, what our numbers are, and getting on the path day by day to scale to 100K per month in profit for our coaching and our publishing business. So see you tomorrow.